Have you ever considered pumping the brakes on your career progression? Maybe the time you're spending on your main hustle is keeping you from building your empire, from focusing on your business, or from starting a side hustle. And all that's keeping you from reaching your greatness. Let's unpack that in a few seconds. Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm The Real Teddy Talks, educating you daily on entrepreneurship, your hustle and your grind, and building generational wealth. If you're enjoying my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you can be the first to know once a new video pops up every single day. Let's talk about downgrading your main hustle. It's kind of a scary thought. It's probably something no one's really thought about. Downgrading your current job so that you can focus on your side hustle or starting a business. Almost sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But it's not. Going along this journey isn't for the meek or the mild. It's for the warrior spirits, the lions, because this means you are committing. This is a terrifying alternative for some of you. Those of you that are in the traditional career trap or hustling for your boss or your CEO. I'd like to propose a different thought. Your day job is costing you more than it's making you. Let's talk about that. What is your day job costing you? It's definitely costing you time. How are you working hard all day from 8 to 5? Back in the 70s and 80s, it was 9 to 5, but we've slowly progressed. My jobs are normally 7 or 7:30 to 5. So that work time gets longer and longer. So while you're doing that work time, what time do you have for yourself? Do you have moments in your day for you to think about what you want in your life, your personal life now, during the workday? Aside from eating, taking your lunch, taking a mental break, going to the bathroom, are you given the opportunity to think about yourself during your workday? That's 8, 9, 10, sometimes 12 hours. During that 12 hours, do you ever ponder what you want out of life and what your future is going to look like outside of the four walls of where you work? And those of you that are going after that overtime because you got goals, you got bills, you got student loans, you have family to feed, whatever. How you working overtime? So you're working your 8, 9, 10 hours and you're working overtime. You're building up your CEO's company, your president's company, your boss's company. What are you doing for your company? So you're working now 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours a day. You're working on the weekends. You're working in the evenings. Do you have time for yourself? Maybe, maybe not. I'd say your day job's also costing you mental energy. Because when you're doing something that you don't love and have a passion for and that you reach flow in every day, it's exhausting. You come home from that, however long it was, you want to take a nap. You want to sit down. You want to binge. You want to binge eat. You want to binge watch. You want to do something boring, mindless. You need to decompress. So instead of taking 15 or 30 minutes to decompress, it turns into an hour, 2 or 3 hours. Decompression. You're too tired to work out. You're too tired to take care of yourself. You're too tired for self-care, to pamper yourself and give yourself a facial and put some eye cream on and wash your hair and blow dry it and play with your kids and talk to your husband or your wife and connect with your family. You're exhausted, but you're doing it for them, right? Maybe, maybe not. And another thing your day job is costing you is confusion. You're confusing the energy of your whole spirit. If your spirit, mind, and body isn't in something, like fully in it, but you do it every day, that sounds counterintuitive. You know, we put ourselves in these boxes of what we have to do, what we must do, and you never think about why you feel that way. You never think about the alternatives. And once you get so deep down that rabbit hole of working a day job, you don't ever come back out and reconsider, what could I do different? So here's my proposal. If you have a job, if you have a career, maybe you need to take yourself out of the running for that next promotion. Maybe you need to take your name out of that hat. It's drastic, but the next promotion, is that going to give you more time in your day? The last person that you know that got a promotion, do they work less? Do they have to focus more? Are they responsible for less? No. So if your ultimate goal is to start a business or start a side hustle or get back to you, and you keep taking the next promotion and the next job and the next opportunity, you'll never get there. Meanwhile, you're upgrading. You're upgrading your life. You're upgrading your house. You're upgrading your car. You're upgrading your bills. You're upgrading your wardrobe. You just keep upgrading. And that's spending up all the money that you're getting from all of your opportunities and your upgrades. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, Bob, yeah, thanks for offering me that chance to work extra hours for that promotion that I may or may not get. But nah, that's okay. I'm cool where I'm at. Because you need to start working on yourself. Some of you work in a BSing job. Some of y'all work fast food or at a call center or whatever. And I'm not knocking your job. I'm just saying at that job, Sometimes you have time, sometimes you don't. About 10 years ago, I was working for Home Shopping Network as a side job while I was in school full time. I loved it. I worked nights, and outside of special events and holidays, I would have huge chunks of time where there was no calls coming in. I worked from home, by the way. This is before, like 10 years ago, before COVID, before all this. So I worked at home. I could literally be watching movies. I could be doing my homework. Like I said, I was in college full time at that time. And I could be doing anything I wanted to do, and I might have 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour without getting a phone call of somebody ordering something from HSN. It was brilliant. I could come up with, and I actually came up with my first job, which was everyday assistant, because I had time to think. My mind was free. And then there were days, I was hustling. There were days I'd work a whole shift, 6, 7, 8 hours, and it was like back to back to back to back calls. But that job afforded me the opportunity to decompress and clear my mind and focus on myself. And it happened a lot. Does your job give you that? Maybe you need to find that kind of job. Maybe you need the kind of job where you're sitting down somewhere and you're servicing customers, but it's not continuous. Maybe you know somebody like that. Some people say those are boring jobs, but those are people that aren't using it to their advantage. Listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube, planning and plotting their next move. You need time to do that. And if you're working a job that you're constantly grinding for and constantly working on somebody else's agenda, you can't do that. So think about it. If you don't want to downgrade your job, stop upgrading it. If your goal is to reach your exponential greatness outside of your current job, starting your business, starting a side hustle, if you're happy where you are, maybe this isn't the video for you, and that's okay. But if you're not, think about it. Think about why you keep going for the next thing, why you keep wanting that next thing in the promotion. Is it for a status? Is it for recognition? Who do you need that from and why? I say build up your damn self. I say get yours so you can provide for your family that way, and you're responsible for you. That's just my opinion, though. Think about it. Downgrade your main hustle so you can upgrade your side hustle or start a business. I'm doing it. I'll let you know how it goes. This is The Real Teddy Talks, signing off.